Duration: approximately 9 minutes. Theme: dreams come true in unexpected ways. Once upon a mountaintop, 3 little trees stood and dreamed of what they wanted to become when they grew up. The first little tree looked up at the stars and said, "I want to hold treasure. I want to be covered with gold and filled with precious stones. I will be the most beautiful treasure chest in the world." Quote. The second little tree looked out at the small stream trickling by on its way to the ocean. "I want to be a strong sailing ship," it said. "I want to travel mighty waters and carry powerful kings. I will be the strongest ship in the world." Quote. The third little tree looked down into the valley below where busy men and women worked in a busy town. "I do not want to leave this mountaintop at all," it said. "I want to grow so tall that when people stop to look at me, they will raise their eyes to heaven and think of God. I will be the tallest tree in the world." Quote. Years passed. The rains came. The sun shone. And the little trees grew tall. One day, 3 woodcutters climbed the mountain. The first woodcutter looked at the first tree and said, "This tree is beautiful. It is perfect for me." With a swoop of his shining axe, the first tree fell. "Now I shall be made into a beautiful chest," the first tree thought. "I shall hold wonderful treasure." Quote. The second woodcutter looked at the second tree and said, "This tree is strong. It is perfect for me." With a swoop of his shining axe, the second tree fell. "Now I shall sail mighty waters," thought the second tree. "I shall be a strong ship for powerful kings." Quote. The third woodcutter looked at the third tree and said, "Any tree will do for me." With a swoop of his shining axe, the third tree fell. The first tree rejoiced when the woodcutter brought him to a carpenter's shop. But the carpenter was not thinking about treasure chests. Instead, his practiced hands fashioned the tree into a feed box for animals. The once beautiful tree was not covered with gold or filled with treasure. He was coated with sawdust and filled with hay for hungry farm animals. The second tree smiled when the woodcutter took him to a shipyard. But he did not receive mighty kings or travel mighty waters. Instead, he was hammered and sawed into a simple fishing boat. He was too small and too weak to sail an ocean or even a river. Instead, he was taken to a little lake. Every day, he brought in loads of dead, smelly fish. The third tree was confused when the woodcutter cut her into strong beams and left her in a lumberyard. What happened? The once tall tree wondered. All I ever wanted was to point to God. Many days and nights passed. The 3 trees nearly forgot their dreams. But one evening, the first tree received a visitor. A tired young woman placed her newborn baby in the feed box. She sang a beautiful song to her child, and the tree knew he was holding the greatest treasure in the world. One Friday night, the second tree was sailing on the lake when a tired teacher and his friends climbed into his boat. Soon a thundering storm arose. The little tree shuddered. He knew he did not have the strength to carry so many passengers safely through the wind and rain. The tired teacher stretched out his hand and touched the tree, saying, "Peace." The storm stopped as quickly as it had begun, and suddenly, the second tree knew he was carrying the King of Kings. Early one morning, the third tree was startled when her beams were yanked from the forgotten woodpile. She flinched as she was carried through an angry, jeering crowd. She shuddered when soldiers nailed a man's hands to her. She felt ugly and harsh and cruel. But on Sunday morning, when the sun rose and the earth trembled with joy beneath her, the third tree knew that God's love had changed everything. It had made the third tree strong. And every time people thought of the third tree, they would think of God. Here is the lesson for you today. Your dreams may not come true exactly as you planned, but that does not mean they will not come true. Sometimes, our greatest purpose is found in ways we never expected. Do not give up on your dreams, but also, do not be afraid if life takes you in unexpected directions. The end may be greater than anything you imagined.